It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 18th of November. I'm Michael Groff, and we continue with dry conditions, temperatures remaining just a little bit below average through the weekend and early next week. Then a warming trend should take over just in time for the Thanksgiving holiday. Isn't that exciting how that always works out? And then we might see a period of time where temperatures are actually just a little bit above normal for the first time in several weeks. How about it? All right, we'll get into all of that and everything else in just a moment. But first, it's Friday, so that means it's Photo Friday here, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And first up, we'll take you out to Coronado High School. The State 1A Championships going on there. Beautiful night for some high school football. David Parnell caught that shot last weekend, and we always appreciate that. Then, let's take a look up here. This will go international. Our friend down there in Brisbane, Australia, they are heading towards summer. That is Zane there taking a look at that. And then this is from Harvey Bay. Look at that. Beautiful pictures. Oh, my God. Australia is very scenic. About everything there will kill you. Just about every animal and bug and snake. Everything there is poisonous. But, man, what a beautiful country. Oh. All right, then we'll bring it closer to home here. Chris Martin from Ahwatukee the other night. Look at that sunset. Gorgeous. Love those pictures. And we got quite a sunset theme going on here, as we'll show you in a minute here. David, another David here. David Nielsen has some pictures. This is from the the Scenic National Trail here, Arizona Scenic National Trail, between passages 16 and 17, I believe. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous pictures. Again, sunset and stellar shots there. So appreciate those. And then up in Northwest Arizona, Steve in Willow Creek. Very cold mornings. He says down there between about 19 to 23 degrees each morning, but then just beautiful in the afternoon, warming up nicely. And you can't beat those kind of views. Then Rita out in Litchfield as she takes Georgia to her softball game and then drives home thereafter and caught a couple of really spectacular sunset shots. And again, like I said, quite the theme there. That is gorgeous. And finally, Beth in North Phoenix. Well, you know, if there was some nice sunsets this week, Beth at least had one of them. And this is from last night. And I was out and about last night and saw that firsthand. And it is, sometimes pictures don't do it justice. This one really does, though. That is sensational. So thank you to everyone for all of your contributions. Photo Friday, we could not do it without you. You want to participate, groffshow@gmail.com is my email address. That is groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, let's go ahead and dive in here. Take a look at that almanac from yesterday. Another day with below average temperatures, 71 degrees, the afternoon high. After a morning low of 45, the normal high is 76, the normal low down to 53. We are way, way, way behind on rainfall, and we're not going to catch up to that anytime soon. Taking a look outside, this is the 9 o'clock observation officially at Sky Harbor Airport. We got 54 degrees at that time. Dew points sitting there at 23, relative humidity 30%. The winds are from the east-northeast at 9, and the barometer is steady. All right, to the upper air look, we still have this anomalous ridge up across the Northeast Pacific and up into Alaska. And northwesterly flow is ongoing there. So that means dry conditions will spill south and eastward across much of the nation and cool temperatures for most of the continental United States. But with that westerly flow, that air moving over the Great Lakes like that, you've got some lake effect snow across parts of Michigan and upstate New York where those snow bands are narrow, but if you're under one of them, the snow is piling up. Several inches of snow. Buffalo, New York, once again, what do you know? And parts of western Michigan as well. They saw some very heavy snow over the last couple of days. So that is what's going on with that. All right, now let's see here across. Okay, there we go. We've got air stagnation advisory still up across parts of Oregon and Idaho. And then across the Gulf Coast, we still have some freeze warnings as well as the cold air continues to grip those areas. Technical issues here as I try to push some buttons. The convective outlook for today, no organized severe weather, hardly any thunder to be found. You might actually get a little bit of thunder snow up there across parts of upstate New York with those snow bands. So watch out for that. And here's a look at precipitation around here, valid through Friday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, nothing. Region-wide, nothing. We're dry, folks. This is a very dry pattern. This is La Nina after all, and no sign that any of that is going to change anytime soon. We'll get into the details of it right now as we explore the models. Have a look. This is the GFS. It is the 06Z run, valid 2 o'clock this afternoon. Look at that high amplitude pattern, a long wave trough over the eastern half or 2/3 of North America. That big ridge, although note the upper heights are beginning to come down, still anomalous, still above average, but they are now retreating here across Alaska, the Northeast Pacific, and Western Canada. And that is a sign that the pattern will be flattening out over the next 2 to 3 days. It's not really going to make a difference for us, though. So what it means down at the surface for the rest of the day today, some high clouds around. We'll still call it mostly sunny. High temperatures for us, upper 60s, low 70s. Tonight, we are mostly clear in the evening, partly cloudy overnight with lows mainly in the 40s to around 50. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny sky, high temperatures, upper 60s to about 70. And guess what? That's going to be the way it goes for most of the forecast period. Pretty close to 70 or a couple of degrees either side of 70 for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that ridge breaking down and some weather system passing across the Pacific Northwest, but nothing for us. Wednesday, we're still dry, highs maybe low 70s. And then for Thanksgiving Day, the day that you guys really want to know about, before we go any further with that there, yes, we are mostly sunny. We are dry. High temperatures might sneak up into the middle 70s. And then a week from today, just kind of gave you a preview there. This is Friday, the 25th. And look at that ridge out here across the west. Yeah. Unlike our current ridge setup, this one is going to be much closer to us, upper level heights way above average. You note there the 588 contour is over us. And if that is correct, yeah, we could be pretty close to 80 by about this time next week. And then a trough for the east. All right. Then going out 10 days. This is Sunday, the 27th. And we still have a ridge out here across much of the west, moving east, though. Heights above average, so temperatures might be a little bit above normal, but continue dry. Looking at rainfall for Phoenix off of the European ensemble. And no real changes out through the 2nd of December. We expect dry conditions to continue. A few members show some rain here. You got the control member way up there over 1/3 of an inch. The ensemble being around 1/10 of an inch. The likelihood that we'll see any rain, though, in a pattern like this, not very good. And then temperatures off the national blended models. Again, you want to talk about consistency. There it is. Highs 70 to 75 most days. Overnight lows, they're down in the 40s. So we might see above average afternoon highs, but overnight lows should be at or maybe even just still a shade below average with that dry air continuing. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is back here tomorrow. Tomorrow? How about Monday morning? Of course, updates will occur before that if necessary. And it does appear, and I'm getting the word here is that I don't even know if, I think we are live, but there's 2 versions of this video streaming right now. I don't know. This software that we use, this OBS Studio that we use to broadcast our live videos. Sometimes what happens is, let me just explain something technical here. For those of you that watch the video later and you wonder what happens, I'll hit the broadcast and it'll give me an error. So then I'll have to set up the broadcast again, and that creates a second stream. So there's a live chat over here, and that live chat goes to a version of this video that it's just sitting in queue. It never actually happened. I know. It's still something. This is the one. We gave you the pros and cons of doing this live, and we're still going to do these videos live most of the time. But that is the one con to doing these live, is when the software malfunctions. Sometimes I'm not aware of it until I've actually started the video, and at that point, it's kind of too late. So I don't know. But You'll see this later because we do post all of these to YouTube. Or if something happens and this glitches out, then we record all of these, so you'll see it anyway. But, technology pending, we try to be here live every morning with you. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for all of your comments, questions, suggestions, everything, your live chat, and participating with us. Do appreciate that greatly. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. See, this always happens when Michelle isn't here. She's not in the building today. And so whenever she's not here, this is what happens. Something goes wrong. There's a calamity. Her presence is why this stuff works. As soon as she leaves, chaos ensues. Anyway, the executive producer, the one and only Asian sensation, my one and only Michelle. Better luck on Monday, I suppose. All right. Thank you so much for watching, all of your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. You guys be safe and have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.